Hello everyone, I'm Greg Luke, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 87 of Factorio with the C-Block mod, where I just realized that for the last, I think, 3 episodes I have been saying the wrong episode number, but whatever, now it's fixed, hopefully. So it's 87 now. And we are working on automating the production of trees. And yeah, we are making a quite large setup because we want a full belt of trees, at least at some point. But I think we are just gonna build everything for one of these for now, just so we can actually get it up and running. I don't want to have to produce all of these arboretums beforehand. So yeah, we're just leaving a little bit to see how much space is reserved for this stuff. And I guess we should remove even more of it. I can live without these belts and pipes though. So we basically have the last part of it done. And then we need, wait, these last two parts actually, because this is done in the middle of this. And I guess we should go and grab some more stuff, because I would like to see this actually work. Well, we need the rest of the setup before this works anyway, so I guess we are just waiting. So I guess we need some more space. And we need to kill some more biters. I don't know how much of the space we're going to need, but it's probably going to be useful at some point anyway, hopefully. And yeah, let's move on with some more setups here. We need this done in 150 assembling machines. 2 belts going out, 4 belts coming in. Okie dokie. So this up here is our, intended setups for the mud and the brown algae, or the compost that needs the saline water from the mud production. Okay, but those are last in any case. Okay. So we need these assembling machines. And I don't want to get... well, maybe we should just kill these. Get it over with. Please don't kill me. Good. Need a little bit more than that. Okay. We're actually losing quite a lot, but I guess that's because of these. Or maybe it's just bad in general that we have 2 camps hitting our stuff at the same time. But that gives us a little bit more space. I just want these artifacts. Good. So we lost, I think, 11 turrets. So how are we going to handle all of this soil production? I'm just gonna set up something simple to begin with, and then we can start trying to make it prettier after that. We need 2 inputs. We're just gonna do something like that then. I guess. We could also try running the resources closer, but do we care enough for that? I mean, we can do a very wide setup anyway, so we can probably get a lot of machines into a small amount of space. Okay, let's do these as long-handed. That's 16 and we needed 150, so basically 10 of these setups. And we can probably fit that in, maybe not. Maybe we should go to 20. And I should probably turn off my nanobots. So we need 8 of these. We can at least fit that in pretty easily. And we just need the mud to move on. Oh no, not the mud, the soil. From here, there's nothing else needed for this setup, so we can get it pretty close actually. Could try and do something where we make enough for just one setup with each of these, because they fit pretty well in the same footprint. So that would be nice. I said we needed 8 of these, right? 20 by 8 is 160, so yeah. If we add a few more assembling machines, then we just need 7 of them, and then we have one for each of these setups. That seems like a good idea. What is 150 divided by 7? 22. Sure. That sounds like a great plan, I think. And I think we can even just put it right up against and split this out, because the middle here was the output, I think. Are we not outputting? No, not from this, from these, of course. And I don't think we actually planned the output, because we are inputting and outputting from the same build. But we need a lot more input than we need output, so yeah, the middle is the output. Good. And of course it annoys me that we can't make this entirely symmetrical, but let's just ignore that. Either that or we make this whole setup a little bit wider and run 2 belts. It's a possibility. But let's not do that. It's more resources and more work for me. So let's just not do that. Good. Then we need compost and mud. Do we really need this many machines to make 30 mud per second? Well, apparently we do. So this makes the actual compost. Okay. If we can fit everything in here. I don't think we planned this out entirely, we just wanted to see how big it would be. And this makes the mud. And it needs to connect the saline water to here. And it needs to be connected to a seafloor pump, several seafloor pumps. need to be able to burn the sulfur dioxide, no, sulfur hydroxide or something. I don't remember what it's called. And we want to somehow store it down here nicely. How would we do that? So this is the mud. And we have 2 belts of those coming out of this. But just make the setup a little different and just spread it out to match these other setups. We're using the space out to around there. Let's just move that up a little bit. So everything should be in this general area and shouldn't take up much more space than that. I'm just trying to keep everything nice and tight. Now we did need... How many is this again? I don't remember. 6, 8, 10 mirrored setups. I think we only needed 9 of these, right? Because we needed 17 by 5. That's 85 machines. So we actually only need this and then half of one of these setups more. I'm just considering if we can do something along this line of just putting a setup in the end of this, providing everything needed. But that would include more than one of these. And 2 of them seems a little bit stupid. That's what we do. Could try and make a 3 machine wide setup, but that's also wider. Would also just put them at the end of each other and just do this, I guess. That seems to be somewhat nicely fitted for this. We just need to remember that we also need the saline water to come out of this and go into this stuff, and then we need the output from this to come into this. So I think I would like the mud production to be at the back, because then it feeds into one thing, that feeds into this, and it itself feeds into this. So let's do brown algae first. And we did do this nice setup here with 64 machines as we need. Can we somehow divide that into 7? I guess 10 machines per would be okay. That's 70 machines instead of 64. And I guess we could do that, because this also almost fits nicely. The water will, or the saline water will, be in pipes that are just a little bit wider, which annoys me, obviously. Unless we can fit the pipes in the middle in underground pipes. Did we really not plan any of this? I guess not. can of course just move these one space apart. Start the next one over here. Would be nice to have this work like this. So we need inputs. And we somehow need to transfer, and this is a little bit in the way up here. But we could try and do long-handed inserters from each side, but then how would we get the output from this? We would not. There's no way to get a underground belt past this unless we go for red belts, which we can do. Is that worth it? Would that make this setup any prettier? It would actually. Can I do blueprints of this somehow? We have to use yellow. Red would just be able to go under like that. Let's actually go grab some stuff that we need. We need more arboretums, more pipe, more belt, more underground belt. Sure. And let's start with the arboretums. Yeah. Actually, let's just store some more of those. And this required more trees, so we need our setup to run for a little bit before we can make more tree seed generators. That's fine. Now, pipe, belt, and underground belt. And maybe just produce some of this. Did we plan this setup properly to be able to handle that? Have some space here that we could have bronze on, but that's, well, I think it was meant for beacons, but I think more build and better build is more important. So steel gear wheels and bronze for that, right? Yes, and that goes for everything. Electronic circuits we need as well. Okay. That's a little bit annoying, but we can hopefully figure it out. Really need all of this. Yeah, we need those three for this. But this could have green circuit on it as well, actually. Not sure why we decided, or I decided to just make it a full belt of stuff. I did plan it better over here. Oh, I actually planned for another belt here as well. We can just handcraft it, I guess, to start with. I don't want to spend too much time here. We do need a good amount of them. Where is steel gears? Have we not put those backwards on the bus? I guess not. We will need that at some point. Do we have a chest? Yes, good. And that's not enough, okay. Okay, I just saw that these were damaged. Let's actually repair those. Good. And we still needed pipe. And we need to get rid of our junk. Now, between episodes, I just installed a sorting mod, and it is at the bottom of the description, if I remember to put it there at least. And it just allows me to press Ctrl Q to sort a inventory, which is nice. So now it is a lot easier to actually find stuff in here. And the sorting is a little bit weird, I think, but it's the same sorting as for the main inventory, I believe. At least it looks like it. I just don't really see the logic behind the sorting other than maybe the categories. That probably makes sense. I sort of just wish we had alphabetic sorting, but whatever. Now it's a little bit easier to find stuff when I believe I have some in here. But never mind that. Let's go grab some pipe. I don't know how much we need, but we probably need some underground as well. Good. Anything else while we are back here? Probably need more washing plants. We have more of those. We have another 14 and we need to put in more tier 1s. So let's do that. Good. I guess we can store some more of those as well. And I guess I can just take this. Just trying not to get any of this stuff built. Come on. Okay. So let's actually start by using red underground belts here, because that annoyed me quite a lot that we had to make compromises here. Do that, because that can be there. This needs soil input and outputs those seeds thingies. Actually have an extra space here. Is that useful for anything? Probably not. Output here needs to go far. Oh, no, those can just be pasted over. Good. That is a little bit nicer and more symmetrical. I'm sure I sound like a broken record with my symmetry at this point, but I'm gonna keep doing it because that's what I like. So the compost is what I wanted to do closest, yes. And this can easily reach across. And transfer there. So I'm still not too happy about this part, obviously. But if you just ignore their settings, it is symmetrical, I guess. Do we need to actually try to balance this belt? Probably not. Wait. What am I even doing here? I don't need to input anything here. Would that change anything? Transfer an output. Not really, no. Wait, we also have to make sure that we have power. And that is a little bit of a problem. Unless we just go underground here again. And right now this won't have any power at all. Does it require power? Did I not bring any of these? Dang it. Composters. Hmm. Is there any way we could do this differently? If we move this up one tile, then these could be out here. But then we didn't have space for these. Hmm. I am not sure this is possible. Yeah, the problem is just power. If this was one longer, then it would be fine. Like this. Why is it always power when you do these compact setups? Hmm. Can we get better power poles? Energy distribution? No, that requires blue science. Dang it. They are two tiles wider though, So that would have helped. Can't just fast go over like this, right? No. Do these have to be here? Yes. If we did that, it would obviously be a little bit longer. But we could have everything in there. And yeah, we just don't have those extra tiles at the side of it to nicely fit with the rest of this setup. So we would rather have this be a little bit longer instead of a little bit wider. It is this width that get 7 by 2 tiles wider, so 14 tiles wider. Or just, 5 tiles taller. I think we're just moving everything a little bit apart then. Or is that more ugly? Now I'm asking the stupid questions again, I know. This would of course also allow us to get rid of those 2 inserters. And actually then we maybe not need or won't need that. Because we can do this instead. That is pretty nice compared to the other thing. And those 4 can be close together, but then we need the extra space down here. This can really be where we want it actually. So we'll figure that out in the end. So yeah, we only added 2 tiles to the height of this. And that is acceptable, I believe. So yeah, let's do that. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.